Speaking of best performances, the winner of the previous round, Ronan Dunn, is on track for Mondraker. Here comes the Irishman.
And he's had one of the most turbulent seasons so far. Big crash earlier in the year, big crash in Latuile, and he's come back to win the last round we had in Leger.
For sure, and he's a fan favorite because you know he's going to throw everything he possibly can at the run, but that's become a lot smoother for him than it did earlier in his career.
Dunn really fast through there. 1.2 seconds. He's lost 0.2 of a second, but he still has over a second to play with here in Lenzerheide.
Charging hard, he'd be screaming at himself here. Not that you can hear it over the fans this weekend, but Ronan Dunn
had to take a foot off there. Nico bike just slid out.
You wouldn't want to be doing a run after Ronan. He's blowing all the ruts out.
Come on, Ronan, let's go. He's charging hard through here, and he's almost consolidated that speed. He's not quite as crazy. He gets to bring it back in. It's comfortable.
Yeah, he's going to open this up further here.
Yeah, this is going to be faster again. Wait for the split. 2.1. No, he's lost a 10th of a second. So straight from the podium at the UCI World Championships. The young Irishman will go so deep off that drop. Here he comes down to the bridge now. 2 turns to go for Ronan Dunn. Is this going to be a hot seat run? Ronan Dunn crossed the line and goes fastest by 2.6 seconds. Coulonge had this briefest of sits in the front seat. Oh, they keep coming. Next up, Amaury Pierron for Commensal. Muck off by Ride in Addiction. Yet to chalk a win in 2025. Once won so badly. Second place in Ludenviel. A win today would put him level with Sam Hill in the overall wins tally on 13, but looking super strong and ominously tidy out there, Pierron. He's back, but just by 100th of a second. And Nico, a lot of discussion out there this weekend as well about the weight of the bikes. I mean, a heavier bike should suit this place, shouldn't it?
It helps to carry momentum once you get that mass moving. It doesn't want to slow down, and it makes the bike feel calmer too. So I think riders really like that.
Emery's had a few issues the last couple of races with wheels and tyres. He opted to go for no insert in the rear today, which is quite a risky scenario considering how many blunt force impacts are going through that rear wheel. But he's up. He went up in tyre pressure on the rear tyre to get through. He had a mechanical yesterday which caused him to miss out.
He's faster by 0.9 of a second than Ronan Dunn.
But that harder rear tyre pressure with no insert allows him to push through the corners.
165 beats per minute on the whoop live for Amaury Pierron, motoring now into the elevator shaft.
We saw this section in person when Emery came through, and my goodness,
got
was
a little
he
bit out of sorts there. He's tried to jump across the off camber. He didn't really hold it as well as he wanted to.
0.9 of a second in the next split. 0.7 up now.
7/10 now, so he's lost a couple in there, but crucially, the light remains green. The number can say what it wants. Round that rut really neatly. Just gets that big body so low over the bars as well.
It's hard to remember. He broke his collarbone like 8 weeks ago.
We said that on our track walk, didn't we? It feels ludicrous to mention it, but yeah, destroyed the collarbone and straight back on. Has to rely on every part of that collarbone.
He's been doing
Stay upright there.
Emery takes a breath before the next timing.
0.7 of a second, holding station now.
He's holding pace with Ronan Dunn down the bottom. Ronan had a couple of wild moments down lower here.
We know that Dunn checked that front tyre as he crossed the line and shook the head. Pierron has one sector left here in Lenzerheide. I thought he was jumping out of the track there. Pierron over the bridge, over the drop, across the line. Is this going to be it? Pierron goes fastest by 1.1 seconds in Lenzerheide. This young man had a serious time of himself at the UCI Downhill World Championships. Second at only 20 years of age in the elite category. Henri Kiefer for Canyon Collective. How big a talent is he, Josh, the German?
Yeah, incredible. Such a young, incredible rider. He's had a yo-yo season. We had the drama from Ludenviel. He's had a podium. He's missed finals. He's come out of Champeray firing. He's under that tent from the Canyon Collective where there's an incredible amount of talent and experience on hand for him, and he has taken advantage of all of it. Really incredible line at the top there. He took that high line into the first off camber.
Moving a lot of earth through those turns as well. Henri Kiefer pushing hard here. Yeah, no doubt buoyed by that silver medal. 0.8 of a second, so he's in touch, Nico.
He oddly went wide over that scrub roller. He's been offline a few times in the top of this track.
What? 0.8 in touch with a time like that from Amaury Pierron, so it's doable for the German here.
He's really built through the season this year. You could tell that confidence he got from the podium and Leo game.
Big lower from the crowd.
Absolutely the flat off of that one.
That must have been the flat, Josh.
Jeez. That was
Running
close out of the top there.
Running out of runway.
0.8 back. See what the second timing splits tells us off the drop down here.
Yeah, this is going to be really, really interesting. This one, Henri Kiefer is looking like he's risking it all here. 1.1 seconds back currently on the time of Pierron. And Pierron was aggressive, Nico, but he was accurate as well. That was the thing.
He was for sure, and that's what you can expect from Amaury.
Fabian Burrell watching on 1.2 seconds back at the third split for Kiefer now.
Kiefer, Dunn, O'Sheen, O'Callaghan, Jackson Goldstone, Jordan Williams. There's a great wave of young talent in our elite men's field at the minute. Henri Kiefer is definitely one of the best.
But it is nothing compared to what we're going to be faced with next year whenever the current crop of juniors come up.
You see how far he jumped off that wall. That was really impressive. It's hard to tell because you got a lily pad. You jump over the first rock, there's another rock garden, and then you jump off the wall, and he hit it the best we've seen today.
Henri Kiefer through the next split. It's 1/10 of a second all of a sudden. Henri Kiefer has found time amidst the trees here in Lenzerheide.
That rock garden was a key moment there. He butted the backside and he got some great speed on the way out where Amaury Pierron got held up. And he pulled back 0.1 of a second in the lower split.
Henri Kiefer fresh off the UCI Dyno World Championships podium. Is he going to go on the hot seat here at the UCI Dyno World Cup in Lenzerheide? Misses out by 0.4 of a second. Fabian Burrell applauds it. Big run. Up next, Lachlan Stevens-McNab for Trek Factory Racing.
He's really put the Trek team on his back this year and been carrying the team with all the big results.
Oh,
yeah, it's been slim pickings this season for Trek Factory Racing on a rebuild project with a lot of new riders on there. As things stand, a second back though for Lachlan Stevens-McNab.
Did he just double something into the woods we haven't seen yet? It looked like he got a cheeky backside that no one's actually attempted so far today. Backside. Oh, listen to the fans giving it to him.
On.
Slyly gets hung up there. Once again, it's going to cost him a little bit of time, but if anyone can make it up, it's Lockie.
See him look down at the bike as well.
Yeah, and he stopped pedaling. Oh, what? That's what we want to see. Lachlan Stevens-McNab has been pulling some gaps like that all season.
Yeah.
The talent of the young Kiwi is second to none.
Just has that eye, doesn't he? Eye for detail. 1.3 seconds. So in touch with Pierron here as much as anyone has been at this point in the run. There's Andrew Chandru, Ryan Bodge, the boys from Trek Factory Racing watching on. Whoa, makes the track so wide there. What an entry into those, Josh.
See that he threaded the needle and then gapped off the wall. That's so technical.
Oh, that was good. He gets a good butter on the bank there. He might pull back a little bit of time here. He might bring it back to 1.5 seconds. Lachlan Stevens-McNab's putting on a good charge at the back end.
6/10 of a second. He's in touch here, Lachlan Stevens-McNab. He's running out of track in Lenzerheide, but all of a sudden, this is doable.
0.6 of a second in the final split. There's 25 seconds to play with.
Down the line, Lachlan Stevens-McNab goes third. 0.8 of a second back off Pierron. Bangs the bars.
I wouldn't make this track out as one that suits Jackson, and Loix put the pressure on him by qualifying first. He loves to do that to his competition.
By 1.3 seconds, too. Oh, look at this! He's up!
0.02 of a second quicker for Jackson Goldstone at split one. First person into the green in a long time, doing something about the time of Amaury Pierron here in Lenzerheide.
You can see the aggression. He gets the high line. He's got this extra pump. He needs the extra momentum because of his lack of weight coming down the start here. The crowd erupts. This is happening here today.
That's right where he needs to be. He's so good through this steep technical stuff that he can make that time back.
Oh, gets hung up a little bit.
Whoa, Jackson Goldstone goes down in Lenzerheide. The UCI World Champion is on the deck in Switzerland.
He's got to push back up. He went out of the tape.
He's got to rush, too. If he can get some points today, that could add up by the last race.
He knows it's advantage Bruni. All of a sudden, is Lloyd Bruni capable of pulling off a result this afternoon that will move him into the green jersey. Jackson Goldstone across the line in 22nd, 8.6 seconds back of the hot seat time.
He knows Jackson made a mistake, and he's ready to kill.
Another title is what Lloyd Bruni wants out of 2025. It's just calming down live on air.
He needs to pull out something incredible here this afternoon.
Jackson Goldstone watches on at the bottom. Lloyd Bruni would dearly love to get a 5th UCI Downhill World Cup overall title.
Yeah, Bruni wants points. I mean, he wants wins, but he wants to win that championship, and he needs to maximize as many points as he can get today to do that.
Well, we're going to see a champion's ride today from one of the biggest champions this sport's ever seen. 1.1 seconds back though for Lloyd Bruni. Beautiful straight line across there, Josh.
Exit the rocks well, doesn't get hung up. This is looking good for this next split here, but he's still got 1.1 to pass.
Get him to that split. Lloyd Bruni, 6 tenths per second. It's back on. It's back on. You know, Bruni could win here today.
0.6 of a second with the gnarliest rock garden to go. We've got Cam's Cliff.
Lloyd Bruni
on his left.
Lloyd Bruni heading towards the finish line. Over the bridge. Is it going to be advantage Bruni after Lenzerheide? Is he riding himself into the lead of the UCI Downhill World Cup in front of our very eyes? Bruni crosses the line and goes fifth. 1.6 seconds back up your winner today. Amaury Pierron draws level with Sam Hill. The end of the season, a title is on the table. Here we go though.
Yesterday, but Amaury Pierron, man, what a run from him.
Here we go. Amaury Pierron wins in Lenzerheide. Trust me when I say this one will be celebrated long into the night. Pierron victorious under the Swiss sun in Lenzerheide.